Do you know the Elon Musk? His great method is first principles. First principles thinking is a powerful mental model that involves breaking down complex problems into their most fundamental elements and rebuilding solutions from these basic truths. This method allows us to strip away assumptions and existing conventions to uncover the core of a problem, enabling us to achieve breakthroughs and innovate from the ground up. Elon Musk has successfully applied this thinking strategy in various fields, demonstrating its transformative potential. What is first principles thinking? First principles thinking is a problem-solving approach that distills any issue down to its most basic, foundational principles. Rather than relying on analogies or what others commonly believe, it questions everything, identifying and analyzing the root causes. In simpler terms, it's about deconstructing a problem until only its essence remains. Go as far as you can see. When you get there, you'll be able to see farther. Thomas Carlyle. While most people solve problems using reasoning by analogy, which involves drawing on previous experiences or existing knowledge, first principles thinking starts from scratch. It challenges us to rethink everything we assume to be true and look at problems through a completely new lens. Elon Musk's application of first principles thinking. Elon Musk is known for leveraging this strategy to achieve remarkable success in different industries. One classic example is his approach to reducing battery costs for Tesla. Instead of accepting the conventional wisdom that battery packs are expensive and will remain so, Musk broke the problem down into its simplest components, the materials that make up a battery. He then researched the raw material costs of lithium, cobalt, nickel, and aluminum. He discovered that by purchasing these elements separately and assembling them into batteries himself, he could significantly lower the cost. Conventional thinking battery packs are and will always be expensive because they've historically cost $600 per kilowatt hour. First principles thinking. What are the actual components of a battery pack? What if we buy these materials independently? By understanding the fundamental elements and rethinking the process from the ground up, Musk managed to bring the cost per kilowatt hour down to just $80, challenging the industry's assumptions. 3. How to apply first principles thinking. To apply first principles thinking in our own lives or careers, we can follow a 4-step framework. First, define the problem clearly. Understand and articulate what exactly you're trying to solve. Second, identify the fundamental principles. Use techniques like the 5 whys method to dig deeper and uncover the root cause solutions based on these principles. Why is this happening? Using the core truths you've identified, brainstorm new solutions, implement and bypass existing limitations. Test the solution, and if necessary, adjust until the problem is fully resolved. Using first principles thinking for job hunting. Most people approach job hunting using analogical thinking. They follow popular advice, mimic successful people, however, and hope it will work for them. First principles thinking suggests a different path. Instead of copying other strategies, begin by analyzing your personal values, strengths, and motivations. By applying first principles thinking, you're not merely imitating what worked for others but creating a customized strategy that aligns with your personal goals and characteristics. This way, you can carve out a unique career path that fits you perfectly. If your core value is growth and the reason you want a job in a specific field is to positively impact others, you might realize that blindly following common job hunting tips such as mass applying to every open position won't work for you. Instead, you'll focus on roles that allow you to expand your skills and influence, regardless of the industry's popularity. By defining what's truly essential for your career and basing your strategy on these foundational elements, you can approach job hunting in a way that is both authentic and effective. Then, how to develop first principles thinking. To cultivate this thinking method and apply it in various aspects of life, consider the following steps. 1. Question every assumption. Start by identifying your assumptions and challenging them. Are you taking certain ideas for granted just because that's how things have always been done? 2. Break down the problem. Deconstruct the problem into smaller, manageable parts. Look at each element separately and question its necessity. 3. Analyze the fundamentals. Examine each component from a foundational perspective. What are the basic properties and limitations of each part? For instance, if you're trying to improve a process, analyze each step and ask why it's structured that way. 4. Rebuild from scratch. With the basic elements in mind, brainstorm new ways to achieve your goal. Think creatively and consider unconventional methods that would have been overlooked by merely using analogies. First principles thinking, a tool for personal and professional growth. First principles thinking is not only useful for business innovations but also for personal and career growth. By applying this method, you can redefine your approach to learning new skills, developing strategies, or solving day-to-day problems. If you're struggling to develop a new habit, break it down. What are the key obstacles? What core values does this habit need to align with? How can you change your environment or strategy to address these fundamental issues? Final thoughts. First principles thinking is a transformative approach that can turn limitations into opportunities. It's a way of thinking that goes beyond surface-level solutions, enabling us to dig deep, understand the essence of a problem, reimagine what's possible. Yes, we can do it.